everyone, it is I, Reversal, and welcome to today's news flash. In this video I'll bring you guys the latest updates on events in Knights and Dragons, and as always I will go through them briefly and give you guys my thoughts and opinions about the events. So this week's episode is going to be rather short because there's just only two events, as you guys can see. The first event is the weekly new epic boss called the Dragon Wraith. And the second event is the weekly tournament, which has changed. It's the Wraith Rumble, and I actually think that is a cool name because it kind of like follows up with the epic boss. And I also gotta tell you guys something about the Rainbow's Bounty Pack, but more about that later. So currently it is the 20th of February, so that means that the Titanic Tussle tournament has finally ended. And the epic this week or last week was the Tectonic Mantle, which was also the arena reward about 3 weeks ago. So with that being said, let's take a look at the top 3 who are going to win the Tectonic Mantle. And coming in first place, we seriously? We have Bloody Roses getting almost 750,000 points. Then in second place we have Killa Flawless with 660,000 points, and in third place we have FOK Dunes with 455,000 points. Honestly, right now I feel a little bit confused, because why would these people go so far to try to win that Tectonic Mantle? Plus, I mean, I think it might have something to do with the fact that they're trying to get a black medal. I'm not so sure about that. We will probably never know unless they are gonna comment on this video. But I mean, this is crazy stuff though. I mean, I never expected this to happen at all. I mean, these people, they would have, you know, could have spent their gems opening up a lot of Cupid's chests, because it was out last week. And they probably would have gotten like an armor of the Komodo or something by doing so. And I mean, the stats of that are way better. But yeah, I'm just saying, it's crazy here, but congratulations to these guys, a lot of respect to them. I mean, they did get the top medal rewards, and it might be the only chance for them to get them anyway. So I don't know, I cannot judge for them, but congratulations to these winners this week. And as for me, not even close. I got like rank 1500 or something, 15,000 or something. But I'm gonna get rewards. I'm gonna get 6 gems. I didn't like do anything in the arena last week, so you know, I'm not bothered by that at all. So this kind of rounds off last week's tournament, the Titanic Tussle. This week we will be focusing on the Wraith Rumble, and the name kind of makes sense because, well, I think to be honest here, like I just want to compare it to last week. I mean, Titanic Tussle. Who comes up with that name? It's really strange to me. Anyway, we're just going to take a look at the epic this week, and it's an epic that I haven't seen around a lot in the arena or by a lot of players. It is the Soulshard Necromantle, and as a matter of fact, there's just so very few of these armors at the moment. I'll show you a picture right now of the armor itself, and as you guys can see, it just looks so awesome. Like, what else do I need to say? I think that's actually like the coolest armor looking in the game. Like, I want to get this thing like so badly. It's going to be so hard for me to get it. Hopefully it will come out with fusing. The elements on the Necromantle are the same as Moontide, which is water and spirit. So that means this is pretty much a upgraded version of the Moontide plate mail in both the looks and the stats, because the Moontide just looks horrible if you ask me. Anyway, the regular version of the Soulshard Necromantle is already better than the plus version of the Moontide plate mail. So judging by that, you can pretty much already say that this armor is the best armor we've seen in the arena for quite a while, and I'm pretty sure that a lot of people are going to try to aim for the top spots here. So I'm very curious to see how many points this week people will be getting, you know, into the arena, because I'm really looking forward to see the results here. But we'll see about that next week. So the legendary this week is the Aegis of the Fallen, and I've already looked into this, but the combination of the Aegis of the Fallen is fire and spirit, which is kind of a rare combination these days. I mean, currently there are 4 legendaries with this combination, and the Aegis of the Fallen is the second best one of them all. And if you just look at the stats, they are quite horrible for, you know, today's standards. So my suggestion is to go for this armor, but only because, you know, it is awesome fusion material. Because, you know, this is Spirit and Fire, and as you guys probably already know, lately we've only been getting like Earth and Air and Water type of armor, so that kinda, I suppose, covers this week arena. Oh yeah, and also we're gonna get some Rock Feathers as the ultra rare and some Wind Monarchs. Okay, not interesting at all. But Aegis of the Fallen, pretty nice fusion material armor. I would definitely go for it, especially when you have a lot of armors that you have laying around and everything. But yes, this is going to cover this week's arena. Also, do not forget about your weekly quest line, because there's a new quest line available for you this week as well. It's called the Darkling something. It has something to do with the Dragon Wraith, the epic boss. Finish it off, the entire quest line. You're going to get a couple of gems by doing so. And before we get into the epic boss, I actually wanted to talk to you guys about the Rainbow's Bounty. So I'm going to click on the gems, and oh, I actually have 18 gems. I don't even know how I got them. But the Rainbow's Bounty is still available. I mean, they did change the amount of gems you'll be getting from it. They lowered the gems by 300. It used to be 2,000, and right now it's 1,700. And if you do the math right, basically you will get 100 gems more with 3 euros to spare, and that is if you were to buy 2 Dark Prince bounties and compare that to the Rainbow's Bounty. It is a good deal, but I kind of have mixed feelings about this, and the reason for this is, well, for one, the good side of the story is the value is better. But the bad side of the story is also that, well, I'd say people are more likely to spend even more gems on this game. As if we already didn't spend enough, right? I mean, anyway, alright, we're gonna be moving on to the last event of this week, which is the epic boss. And you probably have no idea, but this epic boss makes me so happy. Before we get into this, I just want to show you guys real quick my knights for just a second. And the one I want you to pay attention to in particular is Yami, because we know Yami is wearing the Black Frost raiment right now, and it is a water and spirit type. Okay, remember? Now let's take a look at the epic boss. This is the Dragon Wraith. Ta-da! This is another spirit and water type. Yeah, the Dragon Wraith, and you know, the Dragon Wraith is just awesome. I mean, I don't know, you know, this game is called Knights and Dragons, right? This is the first dragon boss I'm actually fighting. I mean, and it looks awesome too. I love the eyes, and the bottom of the wings also. I mean, the wings in particular kind of reminds me of, I know this sounds a little bit strange, but it reminds you of the Black Pearl in Pirates of the Caribbean. You know, the ships with the sail being all torn and stuff? I mean, the wings with the Dragon Wraith is sort of familiar. I don't even know, but you know, I don't even know, but it kind of resembled me to that, and I really love that movie. So anyway, on with the boss. The boss is a spirit and water type, and you know, if you saved your Drake Blade Nail, you're in luck, because it's extremely weak against the combination of fire and air together. And in case you didn't know why I showed you Yami a second ago, well, basically I have 2 fire and wind armors laying around which are not doing anything. And yes, I will definitely be going for level 43 on this epic boss, considering I'm already like level 21 after just 1 day. And oh yes, while we're on topic, the Wraithscale armor looks awesome as well. I mean, I'm very curious to see what the weapon of the armor is though, because I cannot see it right now. But the stats are just insane. I mean, it's the same element as the Moon-type Blade Nail, and the same element as the Necromantle, so it's all in the same theme sort of, but it has the regular Moon-type Blade Nail beat by quite a bit. I think over 100 stats total combined, or a little bit under that. The total stats of 1523 attack and 1294 defense makes a total of 2870 total stats. And in case you didn't know, last week's legendary, the Redstone Battle Gear Plus, has 1501 attack and 1316 defense, also totaling up to 2870 total stats. I mean, I'm kind of a numbers kind of guy, but I don't know if you knew that, but I just figured out it would be funny to let you guys know this, especially because this is a news episode. Anyway, Nemesis sucks. I don't like the way it looks, so I'm not going to really talk about it. But let's just actually go ahead and give this one a try, because I'm actually curious to see how far we're gonna keep on going with this. And actually I'm gonna use Neptune here, and I am going to, you know, I'm not going to put Neptune in front, and then I'm gonna go with Potato, and then I'm gonna go with Reversal. I cannot use my friends because I already used all of them, so I'm just gonna try it this way. Hopefully we can take it down halfway, because then I can restore up to 2 energy or something. Let's give this a go. I'm actually quite curious to see how far this is gonna go. So far it doesn't really look all that good, but this is my weakest one. And then we have my Spartan's Worker being awesome and everything. And I'm just, you know, I'm going to actually replace my Black Frost Raiment with the armor that I'm getting from this one, because then I have, well, 3 really good armors in my opinion. And we actually took it down halfway. That's pretty awesome. So that means that I can take it down with just 3 of my knights. So that means I can just take it down with 3 of my knights, and I don't really need help doing so. And oh, I'm awfully close. It's like 75% down. Gonna have to wait for like 15 minutes or something before I can take it down. So it's pretty much level 22 already. And with that being said, you know, that kind of pretty much rounds off this week's news flash. So be sure to follow me on Twitter, hit that like button on the Facebooks at the same time. And as always, if you guys like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And also feel free to discuss everything related to today's video in the comment section below. You know, state your opinions about the boss itself, state your opinions about Fusion. You know, let me guys know what you guys think and everything. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. I've been Reversal, bringing you your weekly Knights and Dragons news, signing off, and I'll see you guys next week.